The scene that my visual design portrays is the part where Tosca insists that Cavaradossi, her lover, repaint the blue eyes of the Madonna to be black, for she is jealous of the woman's beauty, in Act 1. A song from the opera which relates to this theme is one sung by Tosca and Cavaradossi, and in English is titled, What Eyes in the World? There are also several excerpts from the opera which connect with my design. One which is, she is so good, but let her eyes be black ones, which is said by Tosca, who is referring to the girl in the painting. To make this design, I used a printed image from the internet, which is the background, construction paper, a Sharpie, a dry erase marker, and an adhesive. To the bottom right corner of my design is a man painting black over a massive blue iris of an eye. Although in the opera, Cavaradossi was unable to carry through with the repainting of the eyes, my design represents Tosca's request to have them repainted. So, the man represents Cavaradossi. It is true that pupils aren't partially blue and a single iris is not larger than a person, so my design carries somewhat of a theme of absurdity to it. The blue in the pupil was put there purposely to show that Cavaradossi is still in the process of painting, meaning that what's black of the pupil has already been painted, while the blue parts have yet to be touched. Those pieces are also a different shade of blue so that they pop out and display that abnormal theme to it. It can also be asked why the pupil was blue in the first place, because it's not realistic. Well, to Cavaradossi, as well as everybody else, the pupil is black. But to Tosca, everything appears blue to her, including her lover, because she is overreacting over the color of the eyes. I utilized a method called negative space to make this design, meaning that what appears to be the background of the image, which is the blue iris, is actually what was in the front, and the black is what's being painted over it now. My second design goes under the same theme of my previous design, only in the form of a collage. I have used images from magazines, construction paper, and a Sharpie to make this. In the center of the page is the word matters in all caps, representing how to Tosca, the repainting of the eyes of a girl was a big deal to her. Despite how little of a deal it may have been to others, it all mattered to Tosca. Underneath this word is a caption talking about how colors are supposed to help you look and feel beautiful, to enhance confidence. I put this here because I think it accurately represents how Tosca feels about the girl in the painting. The color blue made her appear way too beautiful, and if they were painted black, the situation would flip around and Tosca would feel beautiful. Images of brown beauty products can be found all over the page covering blue beauty products, symbolizing Tosca's request to have the blue replaced with a darker color. Some of the beauty products also have a liquid-looking texture to it, which can resemble paints, the material Cavaradossi was using to construct the portrait of the girl. On the top left is a range of colors that could possibly substitute blue in this case. And to the bottom of the page are the words she and dirty on two blue circles. She, on the blue circle to the right, is how Tosca sees the girl painted, only as a person with attractive blue eyes. On the circle to the left, with the word dirty on it, is actually a series of words which shows how dirty can be broken down to the word dirt if you take out the letter Y. This represents that even though Tosca considered blue to be dirty, she ultimately was asking for what could seem like a dirty request from some, and the eyes would be darker if repainted, like the color of dirt. At the bottom of the page is the sentence, fair enough, which can be looked at in multiple ways. It can either be Tosca's question to Cavaradossi, or vice versa. My design has a theme which connects also with a story found in the Bible, the story of Joseph and his brothers. Joseph's brothers all hated him for they were jealous of an outward feature, a coat made with a rainbow of colors given to him by his father. This is the same for Tosca, except she is jealous of a girl's eyes, which is only blue, opposed to rainbow.
My visual design is about the jealousy of Tosca throughout the story. It also shows her thoughts, but some of those aren't true. The quote here on the bottom is about how Mario doesn't even lie, and she still thinks he isn't honest, but he is.
Mario Cavaradossi paints a picture of a Madonna who walked into a chapel one day to pray. She was so caught up in her prayers that she didn't see him painting a portrait of her. Once his girlfriend Tosca sees the painting, she gets jealous, and Mario Cavaradossi calls her jealous Tosca. This art piece is a modern interpretation of the portrait that Cavaradossi painted of the Madonna.
My visual representation of Tosca is a bridge between Act 1, Scenes 5 and 9, and mainly symbolizes Tosca's jealousy. Tosca's envy is shown in the typography, background, and drawn allegories. The typography shows Tosca's emotions throughout scenes 5 and 9, with the words written on her face. Also, the background represents how, yet again, Tosca's jealousy, like her coveting of Antivanti's blue eyes in Caradosi's painting, to which she then desired them to be painted black. In another perspective, the black of the background symbolizes the escape that Tosca and Cavaradossi would have had under the shroud of the dark night, with the blue being the night sky. The allegories within the drawing include, instead of Antivanti in the painting, Tosca, but with bloodstains from the knife above, which shows what her jealousy led to in the end. Other drawn allegories include tears in the painting with blood, seemingly like the ragged blood-stained clothes Cavaradossi wore when he died, and finally the hand caressing Tosca's face, which could be interpreted as either Scarpia or Cavaradossi. For material use, I chose to use pens because the individual strokes of the pen, when put together closely, resembles a paintbrush like Cavaradossi used. Or from a different angle, the stained glass windows from the church in Act 1.
The people of Italy were excited that their leader, Napoleon, was, quote-unquote, defeated. In this art piece, there are some phrases they might have said. A killer party worth him dying for, it's so crazy, dream come true, in their little faces that they might have made.
My visual represents the last scene of Act 1. In this scene, the chorus is singing the Te Deum, a song of praise. When translated into English, there is a line that says, "The Holy Church throughout all the world doth acknowledge thee." This is where I got the idea to make a church. Each color represents a quote or song from another part of the opera. The blue windows represent the eyes of the Attavanti that can't be compared to Tosca's. I chose the windows to represent her eyes because of the saying, "The eyes are the windows to the soul." The color green represents life, and Tosca falls to her death in Act 3. I made the roof represent the life for art that she left behind when she killed herself. The dark blue supports represent the night sky when the stars shone, and the memory Cavaradossi remembers when reaching out and singing to Tosca one last time. The red cross at the top represents the crucifix she laid on Scarpia's body while saying, "This is Tosca's kiss." The walls represent the tragic scene of Cavaradossi's death. The red starting to cover the bright orange walls represents death slowly clutching Cavaradossi. Like when Tosca screams, "What an actor!" as Cavaradossi pretends to die. It can also represent the facade some of the characters put up throughout the opera, such as Scarpia's supposed pious behavior. The pieces are separated and disjointed a little bit to show Tosca's plan to run away with Mario falling apart slowly.